We are back, Rams franchise. It has been a while. It's been 9 days since I've last done one of these. In the last stream, we ended up doing the offseason, the draft, preseason free agency. Yeah, and that brought us to where we are right now in week 1. For our season goal, we're obviously going to go for make the playoffs. There has not been a season where we have missed the playoffs yet. We're going to hope that it keeps going. Coach going into season, what area of your team is the strongest? It's got to be our offense. Or the defense worries you the most? Our pass defense. Can you be more specific? Our safeties. We're without Cameron Kinchens. He is, I want to say, on the Chargers now, so he's still in LA. He's just, well, repping a different uniform. But I actually don't think I've done scouting. It has been so long since I've opened this file. There's a few reasons for that. One, work has been extremely rough lately. My hours were sky high. Dude, the Switch 2 came out, so I was obviously playing a lot of that. Outside linebacker isn't necessarily a need. I mean, if we truly trust Dom Pierre, then we should be good. And we did extend Terrence Sweeney. But then again, we could also always use extra, so I do think we need edge rusher as well for the same exact reason we could always use extra for these guys. Probably corner. Probably spare receiver. Probably outside tackle. I say outside offensive tackle. So let's look. That's good. We'll go ahead and fire you. We'll keep you, because, yeah. And what was the other one I said? Cornerback. So outside linebacker, defensive end, offensive tackle. We need wide receiver, which, perfect, George Coslow. We need cornerback, which we're not going to hire one like you. We'll hire Fred Nichols. I didn't want to get confused and think, oh, we have 2 receivers, so I'm just going to avoid making the mistake before it actually happened. Defensive end, now we're going to quickly check, make sure our scouting is obviously up to tip-top form. The West, yeah, West is not it. Central's winning by default. I'd still give it to Central. We'll probably go Southeast. Next, I would say, is cornerback. All right, Northeast, not bad. Okay. We'll probably go Northeast. While we're here, actually, let's just, well, we'll do wide receiver quickly. All right. So, corner, Northeast, wide receiver, Central, and as you can probably guess, offensive tackle by default is going to be West. Now, with everything said and done, we're going to get into this week 1. We went over the roster. Week 1 Cardinals, obviously, we play week 1 almost every single time, especially if it is a division game, which we have a lot of division games It looks like an early half with week 1 and 3 both being Arizona. But Nazir Queen, he's missed a lot of time these past 2 seasons. Finally back out there. We give it to Dalvin Burris, which, okay. I swear I called halfback. Maybe it was fullback. Maybe I just, assumed. But we can't get there. Great job by their defense. We have owned the Cardinals these past few seasons, so they're probably tired of, being the laughing stock. Will they get the win is the question. Only time will tell. 2nd and 5 now from the 12-yard line. We see a man in motion. It's going to be a fake to him, handoff to the running back, who is going to get no gain. 3rd down and 5 now, already 10 minutes through quarter number 1. One-on-one with the X Factor. This should go fun. In fact, it might go interception-like. Make sure I don't take it out. Dylan Northcutt, user interception. That's what I'm talking about. And that's going to do it for quarter number 1. Coming back now, start of quarter 2. It's a 3rd and inches for the Rams. The run's going to work this time. Nazir Queen, good pickup up to the 13. He got 13. 1st down. There is a good chance that this is going to be Puka Nacua's last game, or not game, excuse me, season in a Rams uniform. We're trying to get younger. He is 33. He has regressed a good amount. It's honestly shocking that we didn't move off of him at the end of last season, during, like the off season and stuff, but there's just some players who you don't trade away. And he's one of them. He is literally a record holder. Like a career record holder for this team. Looks like Dom Pierre ended up getting injured on that play. Not good for him. Third and 4 now. Yeah, Puka Nacua, he leads in Rams history. I don't know where he is on the all-time list, but he has the most career receiving yards and touchdowns. Dom Pierre, you're staying out there. It is way too early to be, resting you. It's week 1 as well. Like, get out there. This is a division. There's no reason for you to sit. We're trying to start the season off right with a W. Puka Nacua touchdown. There we go. I give the Cardinals credit. They are putting up a fight against us. Really the one team we haven't had a rivalry with. The 49ers, obviously, we played 8 times in 3 seasons, which none of them were preseason either. Which you're guaranteed to play them twice, so, the other 2 times, how did you play them? In the playoffs, we met twice in the playoffs in our first 3 seasons. So that was a huge rivalry. And recently, it has been the Seahawks, as they have been putting up good runs for the division. Puka Nacua, I just don't think he has that top end speed anymore. I mean, you tend to lose a step when you get up there. He is up there. Question is, do we have a good punt in us? Wow, that's actually pretty good. Oh shoot, we got the ball back. Okay. Looks like 3 and outs are common, I guess. I don't know. We just need someone to get open. There it is. George Ramirez. Down to the 39-yard line, first down. Keenan Poindexter. They're gonna say incomplete, but a flag? Now, I'll be honest, I didn't see a flag. That looked like a fair play to me. Maybe if I watched this back. Yeah, that's not a flag. Carl Crawford with the questionable throw there. Sailed that pass. Third down, we are at the 39, so it is field goal range, but not a very comfortable field goal. Carl Crawford, what are you doing? 56 yards. And that's going to be no good. Wide to the left. Fourteen 13. Third and 3 now. George Ramirez is probably our go-to guy. No. We have Derek Samuels, though. Not the greatest throw again. Carl Crawford, he might be taking a step back in his game because what is going on with him? He already is a record holder as well with the most career passing yards. Congratulations to him. He could be playing through an injury. We don't know. Either way, Carl Crawford, you gotta be slinging the ball better than this. What is happening? George Ramirez, touchdown. And the Rams are going to lead by 8. And looking to blow this game wide open. They're facing a 3rd and 1. They're going to say 4th and inches. Wow, I'm surprised. Even with the great job, we still end up getting it. I mean, amazing defense by them, though. I mean, seriously, that should be mentioned. If it was 4th and 2, they would have stopped us. But it wasn't. Wow. Hazleton with the grab, but a turnover it looks like as it's now Rams ball. And George Ramirez might have a step. Touchdown! And the Rams have blown this game wide open. Went from 14 to 13 to 35 to 13. Let's go. In case you're curious about my Madden 2016, I'm still working on it. Uh, the big thing is just figuring out a date, really. There still are, it's the same situation where there's one team who, I am so confident it'll be, but there's some that I'm just not quite ready to rule out. Although, like I said, it is a long shot. And if they do make it, I'm just not quite willing to rule them out. So bear with me, because my original date I had was going to be July 20th, something like that. July 22nd. Is it actually? Hold on. I need to talk to my mom when she gets home, because I'm trying to think. Because okay, it's recovered by us. Good. Because I'm trying to figure out what I'm going on vacation that weekend, but now I'm worried if I requested off the wrong time. Because I assumed it was the 18th through the 22nd, but it might be now looking at my calendar, the 19th through 23rd. Because it should be a we leave Friday and get back Monday. Oh, bullshit. I gotta enter a new password. Can it really not be the same? New and current can't be the same. Okay, fuck you. I was going to check my schedule on my app, but it's like, oh, your password has expired. I didn't know this place did it. So now I gotta fucking. There is a new injury. Who is this? Clyde Pierman, we already knew. Carlos Young. I don't know how to check this if I'm being honest. Wait, it is the 18th through 22nd, is it not? Yeah. Okay, I was right. I guess I looked on my calendar wrong. Oh, you know why? Because I'm in June. That would explain it. It's not in July. Okay. Well, little error on my end. I apologize. New weekly awards. So I should be fine. But the original date was going to be, yeah, July 20th. Carl Crawford's wins player of the week. So does Trayvon Walker, I believe I saw, or someone like that. We're going to actually skip this game, go straight to the Cardinals again. Okay. But I'm going to be, there's a few things happening that day. For now. One, I'm going to be, on vacation. Well, for a bit. I should be getting back that day. So I could be back. I could not be. Either way, I'm probably going to be too tired to make a video. But also, at the moment, GameStop, I pre-ordered my, the Joy-Con 2 charging grip, which, from GameStop. We have negative 10 million in cap room. We have negative 10 million. So pretty much we're screwed. This is, oh boy, are we screwed. We can't afford any of these guys. We're trading. These are so many good players. We could either A, you know, do our best to win, or B, trade away these guys for draft picks. We'll probably end up doing that. We'll probably end up getting to the trade deadline, trading away a lot of our starters, and just hoping that the team that we're able to either acquire good enough players. Because that's rough. I did not know that. Well, obviously I knew that. I knew we were going to not have a lot of money, but negative 10 million, I thought it was going to be like enough for us to probably re-sign 2 guys. We can franchise tag 1, essentially. That's all we can do, unless we somehow clear some cap money. Like, we're going to have to figure out some guys who were okay trading. Isaiah Dawson, I think we should be fine with. We've spent so many years just drafting depth O-linemen. I think he's probably going to be a guy we have to say goodbye to during the season. Plus, he's young, so he should have a decent, market. Even if teams don't necessarily need a center, they'll probably be like, oh, we can upgrade our center. So yeah, vacation obviously. Like I said, my Joy-Con 2 charging grip for the Switch 2, I ordered. It ended up getting delayed to July 20th, and it's like, what the heck? I'm out of town then, so I'm hoping what the plan is for that touchdown for Nakua is probably tomorrow before work, going up to GameStop and saying, hey, I pre-ordered this. It got delayed to July 20th. Is there a way I can just get like a refund for it? Can I just like cancel it and get my money back? Because I'm looking. Other places have them. So it's like, okay. Why would I just wait months when I could, like, I understand if it's like something that literally is sold out like a Switch 2, no one has those. No matter where you go, good luck finding one. Hiya, Boo. Cat decided to make an appearance. So I don't know what's going on with GameStop. I love GameStop. That's where I get everything. D'Angelo Spikes! Is he gonna house call it? D'Angelo Spikes! Pick 6! Are you kidding me? Let's go! Shout out, by the way, Dylan Northcutt. Look at this. Picks it off. Dylan Northcutt picks up the block. Who else? Terrence Sweeney. He gets the block there. Without those two, that does not happen. Let's go! Yeah! Yeah. Like, other places sell this charging grip. So it's like, why would I wait so long when I could just get my money back? It's not like it's cheaper or anything. Like I said, I love GameStop. This is the first time a delay's happened to me. I pre-ordered... Well, I've only recently started pre-ordering because I didn't know you're able to. Well, I mean, I've always pre-ordered from GameStop. Let me change that. But I always did it online. I've now switched to doing it in person because you can pick it up in person. It's like, cool. I'm no longer have to wait the additional 2-3 days it'll take for shipping. So I pre-ordered College Football 26 and what's it called? Madden 26 from GameStop. Hopefully those don't get delayed because one, I mean, even in person isn't, safe anymore, I guess. I mean, beautiful job. Like I said, Carl Crawford needs to start making better throws. That right there is what I call a better throw. Oh, George Ramirez down at the 1. That's heartbreaking. And it's under 2 minutes, so I can't challenge it. Derek Samuels, the 1-yard touchdown. 31-3. 31-6. I think Cardinals fans are not happy. I don't blame them. So yeah, hopefully nothing else that's delayed. I'm not mad because it's an accessory. I actually, for Switch 1, I used the Joy-Cons. That's why I was like, oh, I'm going to get the charging grip. I didn't know the Switch 2 came with one. But it doesn't come with a charging grip. It just comes with a regular one, which is fine. Like I said, I don't need the charging grip. But I'm still probably just going to end up getting it regardless. I did buy Welcome Tour. I know people are planning on that. So, and apparently you need it for that. So, probably it's just nice to have. So there's that. The hope is to just order it somewhere, walk into GameStop, and probably just be like, hey, I pre-ordered this. Because I made sure to keep the receipts to show for it. A big thing. Alright? Oh, I work in, those kind of stores. I was a cashier for a year, 15 months to be exact. Alright? And I hated saying this every time to every person. Do you have your receipt? I'm looking to return this. Okay, do you have your receipt? No. Not much I can do. Now, some places did other stuff, like my place eventually implemented an email to where you could give your email, and if you gave your email for that purchase, then fantastic. You can do it without a receipt. Some people chose phone numbers as well. That's fine, because, like I said, if they're linked, then perfect. Henry McDowell, damn, bro. That's what my old place did. I don't know what my new place does. I'm not a cashier anymore, thankfully. No longer doing that. We have, wow, what is this start of the schedule? We have Cardinals division team, Panthers playoff team, Cardinals division team, Bears playoff team, and this is like last year. Patriots Super Bowl. We beat them in the Super Bowl. I don't know, remember if that was last year maybe, but we still Chiefs playoff team. Like, wow, what a top half schedule. And Seahawks and Saints Commanders. All right, so it chills off after week 7. Raiders, Buccaneers, 49ers, 49. So it takes a chill. Really, the second half of the season, the only teams that were good last, the only teams I'm worried about are those division games. That's fine. Good to see ya. Coach, we're 5 weeks in. Of course. I mean, 10, 11. I'm trying to go simple. We're 4-0. I'm probably aiming, let's see, by our bye week, it's week 8. Hopefully 6-1, 7-0. Oh, our cash, hey, it's improving. 600K, we say we've moved up. Probably during that week 8 bye week is when we're gonna look to trade away our guys. Oh, I just realized I'm not playing this game. I don't know why I just opened it. Whoopsie. I did not mean to do that. I was going to play the Chiefs and the Seahawks game and sim this one. Hopefully we win. I mean, karma can bite me. I feel like it's only right, honestly, that I did that. That was, a simple mistake on my end. I'm sorry. We end up winning though, 28-21. Let's go. Oh no, our bye is week. What week is our bye? I thought it was week 8, but it looks like we played the Saints that week. Week 10. So, oh shoot. So no matter what, we're gonna have to play a game. Okay, that's interesting. About to have to ship some guys out. We have a defensive line breakout though. Yeah, we'll get Forrest Hayward involved. 1 sack. Or... So yeah, hopefully tomorrow, before my shift, I go up to GameStop, and if it's not, because I don't know what the situation is. Either way, I'm fine with a refund in store credit because, like I said, I shop there a good amount. Like that's where I buy literally all my gaming stuff. Uh, Minus a few things that for example, what was it? Like for the Switch 2 pre-orders, I got my carrying case and the camera from Best Buy. And the reason I did that was I didn't know what GameStop would have. Now, I don't know if they had the carrying case. I know for a fact that they did have the camera. Because someone who I was there with ended up getting the camera from there. I got the all-in-one carrying case, I need to mention. They had the normal one. I just don't know if they had the all-in-one. So yeah. I ordered those from Best Buy, like I said, because I didn't know what GameStop would have. Now, everything else was sold out that I wanted. Like, I could have ordered, stuff I didn't want. Like, if I wanted the steering wheel for Mario Kart, I could have ordered it from GameStop, but I didn't want that. I don't play Mario Kart that way. I have it for the Switch, and I've literally never used it. The Wii is the only exception, because if that is, I mean, that's goated. Oh, Kawhi Pierman, welcome back. I mean, that's a catchable ball, man. Whoa. Alright, we're about to go 3-and-out. Give them plenty of time. This team, thankfully, does not have Patrick Mahomes. He, retired. In terms of real quarterbacks, I don't know who all is left. I know Joe Burrow for a fact is he's on the Eagles. But other than that, I don't know any other quarterbacks left. Oh. I don't. I'm trying to think of how to go about this GameStop thing. Because I don't like being that guy. But seriously, I'm not waiting for them and to do all that. It's like, why? Because what if I just show up and they have it? And it's like, I get this? Do you have it? Right? Oh yeah, I came, but since I don't know how it would work. Like I said, I'm cool with store credit. I shop there a lot. I mean, if I go there and they have it, and it's like, can I just return it? And I'd be like, oh, am I able to also just buy one with my store credit? Like, I don't know what the situation would be. Is my big fear. Dalvin Burns! Let's go! Cause I know places have them. I've been to Target specifically. They have it. It's literally in a glass case. They have it. They have multiple of them. So it's like, well, how come Target has it but GameStop doesn't? you think GameStop, would be more ahead? They're literally like, one, Nintendo's best friend, and two, they're the gaming store. They have the most to lose from that. Target, if they lose electronics, they're fine. Well, I mean, they probably won't be as fine as they are, but GameStop is literally a gaming store. I'm just glad I wasn't where was this at? New York? New Jersey? One of the news? New Hampshire? One of those news in the top right of the US who stapled the Switch 2 screen. Just glad I'm not them. Oh my goodness, our O-line is getting decimated here. So yeah, obviously I'm not gonna order one yet. Charging grip. Hopefully the places don't sell out. I plan on ordering online anyway. Because, like I said, what if I go into GameStop and they're like, oh, we can't refund you, or they have my order. There's no point in being like, oh, failed, okay. Oh, there's a few pieces of news I could talk about as well that happened. Big one, obviously, Dylan Northcutt winning Player of the Week. Nah, I'm kidding. Aaron Rodgers signing with the Steelers. Uh, that's huge. Uh, he is my favorite player of all time. I'm a Packers fan, so it just it makes sense. Nick Chubb signing with the Texans. Now, I'm trying to remember it. Dameon Pierce is still there. Higher, bro. We're fucking winning. Hey, what's your record? Hey, what's your record? Seriously, what is your record? Is your team 6-0? I didn't think so. You're a coach? I didn't think so. So shut the fuck up. Nick Chubb signing with the Texans. Like I said, I don't know if Dameon Pierce is still there. I really like Dameon Pierce. I think that would be cool. That's a solid 1-2 backfield between him and Mixon. Obviously, it sucks that Nick Chubb's, you know, his days as a starter are probably over. But nonetheless, it was a good run. We got a rain game here in Seattle. J.K. Dobbins signing a 1-year deal with the Broncos. I think 1 year, $5 million, amazing value for him. Came off of arguably a career year, or something he hasn't had really in a long time. Injuries, man. It's kind of the same thing. Him and R.J. Harvey hopefully will be a great 1-2 combo. Will hopefully also take like a lot of stress off of R.J. Harvey. Being the rookie who already is being thrown into the starting spot will hopefully take a lot of stress off of him, because I did UCF nights. I was R.J. Harvey's my guy. Yeah. The Madden 26 trailer came out. I'm excited, but what happens every year. One of the big things they're focusing on this year is the weather, which, speaking about, rain, huge fan of. That is something that has needed touched up on for a while now, and I don't know why it's taking you so long to do it. Well, I mean, I know why. I'm not going to say it, but we all know, because they're EA. So, yeah, I'm excited. I've heard from a lot of people, franchise is going to be the best it has ever been, which excites me a lot. What that entails, I hope storylines make a return, but I hope they're a lot more involved, and it's not, what's your team's identity? Or how good is your stats? Or what's this player's personality type? Like, that kind of stuff. Not my biggest... No, I'm not a big fan. Like I said, I desperately hope they improve trading. Trading right now isn't horrible. It's just, if you want to get like a backup or a low tier starter from a team, like, and when I say this, I mean like they're on the trade block. Like, the team who currently has them doesn't want them. So you'd think, oh, they'd be willing to just ship them off for, well, not much, because they don't want them. Wrong! Fucking 4th round pick for like a 73 overall. And it's like, why in the world would I give you that? Odds are, the only reason I could draft a guy in the 4th round who will be probably slightly worse than a 73, probably like a low 70, high 60. But in 4 years' time, he'll turn into a better player. This dude I'm trading a 4th round pick for, I'm going to have to pay immediately. So it's like, no. There's no reason for me to do that. Which I understand, sometimes it makes sense, but if they're on the trade block, they should be going for less than normal. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. No. But seriously, like, that needs fixed. Other than that, I didn't really have too much complaints. I feel like, hopefully, some things just get a huge bump. Like, a lot of things could be improved, but it's not necessarily one that, like, it's, like, crucial. For example, let me think of free agency. That could definitely use a bump. Or not free agency, excuse me. Player negotiations could definitely use a bump. Because D'Angelo Spice is going to get another pick 6. That's insane. Let's go. We have a good game right now. I think here's how it should be. Instead of having a set, thing and players be like, oh, I want more, and just not being vocal about it, or like, I don't like it here, so you gotta pay more for me to stay. They should make it to where they have a starter contract, and it's different per player, and it already accounts for all of those, interests, whether it's like, income tax, or they want to play in warm weather, close to home. The scheme doesn't fit. They don't like their playing time, whatever it may be. Their person, like, what? Seriously, they have a starter contract based off of that, and it doesn't matter what it is. It could be inflated. It could be a fucking running back asking for, like, an 83 overall running back asking for like 15 mil a year. Like, no, I'm not gonna pay you that. But and then you should actually be able to, like, negotiate. So that way, if you genuinely want that guy, you can just pay him straight up. Like, what he's asking for, and not have to worry about going back and forth. Oh, did that foot come up? Yeah. There should also be a starter contract, which is like what the average person at that position gets paid. They scored immediately. Okay, and they got the 2. That would be sick. So then you could be like, all right, this is the average you're getting paid. We can give you slightly more, slightly less, depending on how you view them. Like, that would be so cool. Instead of having to go back and forth with a dude about... Because then, like, instead of it finding what they want, it's, we know what you want, this is what the average is. So then you can figure out what you want based off, what they want in the average. You can be like, all right, this is what you want. We can probably meet around here. That would make it so much better. Make it so much more involving. Because it's like some players that no matter how good they be, are you willing to pay the extra money for them? Or another thing, void years would be pretty cool as well, to where you can get out on their contracts by cutting them. And I think that should also have a huge play into it. People should be like, oh, well, you're adding void years, well, you're going to have to pay me more in those, for me to want that. Because clearly, you're seeing it as, you don't see me being that good then. What was it? It was like Von Miller's contract, where it was 6 years, but after 2 years, there was a void year. That was really, like, that should be in the game where you don't see me being good after 2 years, but on the off chance that I am, you're willing to do that. That would be cool. I feel like scouting is another one. It should be more involved. It shouldn't be one of those where it's like, all right, started the season week 1, I set it up, you know. This is who these are positions I'm gonna scout, these are my scouts, this is where they're gonna scout, central, northeast, whatever it may be. Uh it should not be one of those where that happens every few weeks. Like week 3, you choose like your designated, you like confirm, like instead of having the 2 positions, you narrow it down to 1. There's no way y'all just got all the way down to the 1 yard line and you threw an interception. Well, it is the Seahawks actually, so it was a Super Bowl in very similar fashion. We've pretty much won this game. Obviously, it's not over because they do have. Okay, now it is over. All we have to do is call one more play, and we win. About to say, because there's a chance. But even then, I would have just probably punted the ball out of bounds. See, there we go. We can officially just let the clock chew. I don't know why you're celebrating. Game is over. Not that kick. I'm not. We're not actually kicking. I'm letting this clock tick. GG. Easy. What a game, though. Told you, Seahawks making a rivalry. So yeah, I think that would be cool for college. Instead of it just being, like I said, those few weeks, like week 8, you then have the primary guide, whoever your free-star guy is, or his national, whatever the criteria is. And then what is it? It's week 13 where you do focus players. And what? The one of the off-season areas where you do another one, private workout. There should be an option to send, like, it should be a more weekly based thing. Like, you should be able to send your scouts to their games. Or, well, I say or, but this would also kind of tie in together. Uh, Send the scouts to their games, have them come back and tell you how it went. Like, oh, they played average, above average, elite. Like, it's simple. They played, what are the 5? There's like tiers in this game. It's, literally have it be like that. What is it? Poor, marginal, average, good, great, elite. Have it be like that. That's how they played. And that would be perfect. And then have it to where you can have your own draft board. We on for day 10. I didn't realize. Let's go. So have it like that. Where you can have your own draft board and, you can move around guys based on if you like them or not, rather than it being you just have to favorite them and then scroll through it by like position and stuff. What could we get for Isaiah Dawson? A decent receiver and a 4th, good middle linebacker, a 4th and a 7th. I don't necessarily know if I want receiver. I kind of want draft picks. Hey, it's our boy Mike Winkler, our very first draft pick in this series. Absolutely not. I see a lot of yellows. I know the Ravens were offering a good amount. Who was offering the most? Because the Ravens were offering a decent receiver and a third. The Broncos also offering. The Cardinals have to. I mean, they're a division team. The Chiefs, the Commanders. We're not trading them to the Commanders. Cardinals, I don't mind since we already played them twice this year, but I would put them in the negative. Do you have a good receiver? Oh my goodness, 88, 84, 79, 77, 76. You do have a good receiver. I don't think we'll do Cardinals. Chiefs, you can afford it. Could I just straight up get a first? Yeah, we can. All right. First round pick. We'll gladly take it. What are our draft picks? Because we probably have a decent amount. We have one, two, three first round picks. We already had Arizona's, and we have Kansas City's. We have Arizona's next year as well. We're draining Arizona their resources. Is there any other players who, negotiation wise, we can move on from? Cordell Newman could be. Levi Boley, I think it's best to keep him. Both D tackles. Shit, I didn't realize that. We're gonna probably have to trade a D tackle or trade for a D tackle. I mean, we don't have money. We're in a tough financial. Yeah, Levi Boley, we're gonna keep for now. Cordell Newman, I think it's smart to trade. I mean, D'Angelo Spice has flashed, so. But I do think we also involve a hopefully for Cordell Newman we get a D tackle. Doesn't necessarily have to be a good one. Or like at the end of the day, as long as we get what I feel like we deserve, we're fine. Oh, another thing they should add to the franchise, and I think they're actually going to, is what I heard, is gadget players. Guys who can play, multiple positions. Obviously, it makes sense with Travis Hunter. But I want a guy who will line up at both running back and receiver a lot of times. I feel like that would be really fun. Why do a lot of these teams only have like why does every single team have like D tackles who are going on expiring contracts? We could trade with the Chiefs again. Ooh, not quite. All right, I'll settle for a second. There we go. I mean, call it colluding. I don't care. We're hoping that the Chiefs get better, so I don't think they'd be upset. But now we got a good D tackle. Uh, lastly, probably one more trade is trading away one of those D tackles. Ultimately, Javier Edwards is probably going to have more value strictly because, he's younger. I mean, we could probably trade away Damian Pierre. In terms of like a 1 year thing, he probably will have more value, honestly, but nah. I think we do draft picks. Look at the right side, look for anyone with a D tackle need. I'm sure there's going to be somebody. Somebody? Giants. Oh, can't afford them. Is there really not a single? Wow, there's no team. Cardinals can't afford him. Chargers can't afford him. Chiefs. Dolphins can, and he is a yellow there. Who are your D tackles though? I want to be realistic. I could see it. You would immediately be your D tackle one. I just want to see where this will actually get me. Not quite. I assume it's Dom Buell, who's because that future starter tag. Do you have a tall running back? Don't. Or what about a skinny tight end? What about quarterback? All right. Hmm. Yeah, it was. Damn. So now that puts us at 51 total players. We should probably sign another D tackle. Perfect. Well, let's go for a. I want an older D tackle who is not an 80 overall. Sorry, Troy Fatanu. Perfect, like Keanu Benton. Welcome aboard. Then what's another position we traded? Hmm. Oh, we could use a fifth corner. Bring in Paulson Adebo, why not? Try and get these guys a ring before they hang it up. Last, certainly not least, one game against the Commanders. 35-30, our first loss of the season. Not really surprising after all of the moves. It was to be expected. But it's fine. I'm fine with losing that game because now that gives all of these guys a good chance to kind of grow around each other. Wait, he's superstar. I guess since he's on a new team, I don't know why. He's superstar. Oh well. So I already know he's superstar, so. Kari Devine, though, the Bama boys, plus Josh Good. Who knows, actually? No, it's from North Carolina. Way to ruin it. Paulson Adebo, Stanford. I knew he was a red school. I couldn't remember which one. And then our boy, Shamir Furman, Oregon. Okay, see, I had no idea with him. I don't really keep track of the colleges. Besides, literally the one exception of the Bama boys. They were the same draft class. I want to say, what was it, second and fourth round? Yeah. But anyway, that shall do it for this stream. Hope you guys enjoyed. I did. In the next stream, we're going to look to finish the back half of the season. That includes weeks 10 to 18, as well as the playoffs, which we currently sit at 8-1. So I think we are number one in the conference. Number two is the Commanders. And then after that, Buccaneers. Cardinals actually or second in the division this year at 5-3. Interesting. Where after that, if we make playoffs, we'll also do those, and then the off season, which should be a big one because we are losing a lot of quality. Ooh, I don't even know what I opened. We are losing a lot of quality guys, but we have also replaced a lot of them with decent players, as we saw the D tackle, as well as getting a bunch of picks, first, second rounders. So hopefully those will help us immediately patch the holes, or at least patch them very soon. But yeah, I will see you guys next time, which I don't know when it'll be. I'm hopeful that it will be sometime later this week. I am, back to a decent schedule. Um, this week was rough. 35 hours, um, of, lifting heavy boxes, was not easy. So that's why it's been lackluster. That, like I said, I was playing the Switch 2. I wasn't home for a decent amount. I was staying over at people's houses playing the Switch 2 with them. So finally back. Finally have a chill schedule. Not finally, the Mario Kart craze is not over with me, but it's definitely dived down a lot. So hopefully I can get back to my main focus. But I will see you guys next time. Goodbye. Hope you enjoyed.